On this episode, I sat down with songwriter and singer Lillian Blanche to discuss love, relationships, and the photograph. Today, we're talking love, relationships, and the photograph. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. Let's begin. Dating in today's world is extremely difficult. People text for conversations and oftentimes can't stay connected, focused while on dates. This can look like taking out the phone to scroll down on social media, and it can really be tough trying to find a serious relationship with all of this going on. And we cannot forget the important aspect of the hookup culture is the hookup, right? So instead of going out on dates and getting to truly know someone, people just go to a party, get drunk, hook up, and then boom, a relationship magically appears. So this is better known as a situationship. So a few months later, the two individuals discover that they don't really like each other, and then one or both ghost each other. So we live in a generation where people use memes to get their feelings across and post pictures of relationship goals. Yet no one is doing any internal work to have a healthy relationship. So let's unpack this. So in a hookup culture, do you believe it is possible to find real love?
Okay, I really don't know what hookup culture is. I really don't.
Okay, so the hookup culture is pretty much people just being intimate sexually.
Blase.
Okay.
They're blase. Like, it's just like, oh, we're gonna hook up. Okay. Me personally, I have never in my mind said, oh, I'm just gonna go smash somebody for whatever reason. If I'm attracted to you, then I'm attracted to you. There has to be something that I like about you or your personality that I actually want to get to know.
Right.
And so for me to say that I'm just going to smash somebody just for the sake of smashing them, I have never been able to do that. Because it's just like, if I want to kiss you, I want to kiss you. And, you know, we might be kissing now, but I really want to get to know you. I actually like you. So for me, I mean, has there been a situation where there was a hookup? Yes, but I actually like the person. And they have been trying to talk to me for a long time. Oh, when are you gonna come over? Whatever, you know. And maybe I should have assumed that that's all that they wanted because they never took me out on a date.
Right.
But yes, I love dates. I would love to go out on dates, but I understand sometimes with my schedule and other people's schedule, you know, maybe, you know, just watching a movie, it's, you know, okay, you would think that they would still respect you as a person since they've been your friend for a long time. So me and this individual watched a movie or two, and then we ended up being intimate. And I left like a charger over his house, and it was just like, hey, I left my charger, you know, can you bring it to me? And then still try to have a conversation. There was no conversation. I wish that we could have hung out and like discussed, because he was like into I don't know, he had his own businesses and things like that, and I wanted to like, wow, you know, I want to learn more about that. I want to, you know, to help myself. And it was just like very short. And then probably months I just realized like, wow, this person is just never gonna hit me back.
So you were ghosted pretty much.
Yeah, not that I was ghosted. If I texted or anything, he would respond, but it would be just very short. And then one day I called. I don't know, like I was texting, but the text messages weren't going through. I was like, that's weird. Maybe I should like call. And I called, and I was like, hey. And he was like, hey. I was like, what are you up to? And he was just like, oh, nothing. I'm chilling with my girlfriend. And I was like, oh, like, it took my breath away. He was like, everything good? You okay? And I was just like, yeah, all right. Well, talk to you later. And so, I don't know. Had that person just told me, I think the big thing is like the no communication at all, or the intention. And like, I'd much rather somebody tell me what their intentions are, right, because they're giving a person a choice. Absolutely. It's unfair that people aren't giving, setting what their actual intentions are.
Right, absolutely, I agree. So the thing about this is, like, I feel that in our age group, we still have some of the remnants of old school type of dating. Like, you want to court, right? You want to get to know somebody, and it's just not like, if you're serious about it, you are intentional about meeting someone, and you say, hey, this is my number, let's go to the movies,
right,
or let's go grab some tea and some coffee, and then you have discussion about it,
right.
But with the change in media, with the how the media have perceived love, and we're going to get into this, but how the media have perceived what love is, I think it has changed the outlook of the younger age group.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're still young, but the younger age group is around 18, 19, 21, 22 or whatever, they have it's really called a hookup culture, where they're not really dating, they're just going to a party and smashing each other.
But I guess I get what you're saying about the hookup culture, and that might be just the older generations, because I see more younger people in relationships than older people.
Really?
Yeah, like I see more teens posting their girlfriends, and they have these little cute videos where it's just like, oh, me and this person, they're dressing like they're being so cute together. So I'm seeing that more. As far as like hooking up, I think that might be like our age thing. Where people are kind of like dumbing it down, and they're not wanting to get in their feelings, so they're like, I guess the aspect of getting drunk, and they're trying to suppress their feelings so they don't get hurt. But I think ultimately people genuinely want that love and affection.
Generally, yeah. but still.
But
overall,
I have seen
it's
people.
really difficult to really find love in this social climate,
right? Because we do have social media, but what I'm seeing younger people call their best friend. They're calling them best friends. Oh, that's my best friend.
I never heard of that. That's crazy.
So like,
that's very interesting.
I've been seeing a lot of teens and people from, I guess I would say 14 to maybe 19, 20, who are like, oh, that's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Wow.
And they're going on dates and stuff, and they're hanging out, and they're actually liking their best friend. Oh, this is my best friend. Which is kind of weird.
That's promising, and it's so beautiful, because that is the opposite of what I have seen.
Well, no, because it's just like they're trying to. I feel like they use it as a scapegoat. So like it's like, oh, I'm not tripping. That's just my best friend. But you are making out with your best friend. You're hanging out with your best friend. You have
feelings and emotions.
Yeah, emotional ties to that best friend, and then you're calling yourself best friend, but your best friend is now talking to another female. It's like, oh, it's okay, it's just my best friend. No, but that's your best friend who you had dealings with. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's a mind fuck. And
so I think love, the perception of love is always evolving.
Yeah, ever evolving.
And maybe it's not always a good thing, and hopefully it turns around, like a 360 type thing in a way, or a balance where we have new and old school type way of looking at love. So let's go on to the next thing, all right? So television used to represent Black love in a powerful way, one that involved power couples. Various economic backgrounds and family. For the most part, in today's media, Black love is painted in a negative hue, from what I've seen. So it's the toxic narrative of love and hip hop, storylines, and more. So there are many connotations of love. So based on your own frame of reference, what is love and how does it fit in today's society? And I reference love and hip hop because there's a lot of fighting and a lot of bickering back and forth from what I see. I just think that changes. Younger people are more impressionable, and it changes the way they look at what should be.
Well, I think all the way around media, you are seeing just toxic tendencies and traits from relationships, and I wouldn't so much of like blame it on love and hip hop, right? I think what's being exposed nowadays is just the truth, whether it comes from whatever types of colors, you know what I'm saying? But what was that question that you asked me within that question? How does Black love shape what? Or what does it look like in today's?
No, for you. Okay,
for me.
Yeah, so based on your own frame of reference, what is love and how does it fit in today's society?
Okay.
Because I think there is some type of direct or indirect correlation in how society views dating, and the media and our parents or whoever you live with also have some type of influence, on dating, relationships, and love. Because there's a clear difference between our grandparents' generation and our generation of what love is.
So what is love to me? So yes. Love is honesty. Love is being able to be vulnerable. Love is being able to share even traumatic experiences that you have. Because I think a lot of times we aren't loving who we think that we're loving, because like each of us has this hidden thing, right, that's in us that we want to be able to share, and that we need a person who can understand our trauma and not use it against us, and not necessarily help us, because of course that's the work that we need to do on our own. But I don't believe that we can't find people who will truly love us while we are healing. And I think things are going to be happening our whole life, and we are constantly healing from something.
Right, absolutely.
And so to think that you have to be perfect for somebody to come in and love you and for you to share yourself with somebody, I don't believe that. So love is accepting a person as they're evolving, because we're ever changing, and the person that you loved 10 years ago isn't the same person
Absolutely.
You're going to love 10 years later. So to me, that's love. Also, love is for me, showing affection and speaking on it, and really it's protective. You know how when you're walking down the street and the guy is like, oh, come over here, come on this side, because I know my Nana would just be like, Cece, that's my nickname, put on your safety belt, because God forbid something happened to you, I don't know what I would do. So when she would say things like that, it's like, wow, she really cares about me as a person. So I kind of look for those things in a guy.
Right.
When she was upset with me, she always talked, I am so disappointed in you, Cece. Why is this happening? How can we fix this? So I come from that. Love is taking the time out, like just taking time, and communicating. I'm doing this. You know what? I can't do this right now, but this is how I'm going to follow up later. This is what we're going to make amends for this by doing this. Love is me asking you a question or texting you, and you follow up with the last conversation that we had. Love is when you're talking to somebody about something important, because this happened to me. I was talking to somebody about something. I was opening up, and they wanted to watch Game of Thrones. And it was a rerun episode before they watched the new episode. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, I don't open up like this. And so to prioritize, it's prioritizing you and their life, and it's sharing. And you're not supposed to share with everyone. Yes, sharing is caring, but you're not supposed to share all the
Absolutely.
time. So when you do share, it's like, oh wow, this is love. And so those are all the things that I think love is, and how it fits into today's society. I don't know.
Because I would say that your love language would be time, right?
It is. It's quality time. Quality time is a big part of my love language.
And another love language is, I think, gift giving or something like that. I don't think that's yours.
It's
but
not. But I do love gifts. I do.
Absolutely.
I would love that, but yeah.
Absolutely. And so I would say my love language, based off what you would say, what you were saying, would be quality time as well. And I absolutely agree with what you were saying, but I too feel that living in today's society and with the influence of media, that our upbringing with your Nana, they imparted in us what love is, and it's the quality time. It's making sure that you know that you're protecting yourself and that you're opening up to someone when it's the right time and everything. But then you have a whole group of people who's the opposite.
A vulture, and
it's a mask that they put on, and it's like, man, getting to know somebody and just like you open up, you become vulnerable, and it's like, dang, it's the wrong person.
Right.
And it stings really bad.
Yeah, it really does. It hurts so.
And when you meet someone and their love language may be gift giving, because a lot of times with the media you see everyone giving gifts like, you know, Rolexes and diamonds and everything. So they, you know, you hear it in songs, you know, it's like F this person, right? You know, if you don't have money, you don't have my time.
But I do.
You know, so
I just think that it's okay to give gifts, because I would love.
Absolutely.
I just want to give, and people who I've given gifts to have not gifted me in return. I mean, I remember making like a care package for somebody, bought cologne, bought so much stuff. Like, I want to love on somebody. Like, I want to just hug somebody around their neck and just kiss all over their forehead, kiss all over their cheeks. You know, buy them something, like drop it off at their house, get them a massage. I want to pay for stuff, I want to buy stuff, but it's just like, dang, like who is gonna accept this love? Why? Who's gonna accept this love? And me, I'm one of those people who, I give you my trust until you make me take it away. I will give you my love until I have to be closed off. And it's like, when I'm closed off, it's like it's a dub for you.
And what I'm saying is, I think quality time, it trumps gift giving, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. And I think it's something you can't get back, right?
It is something.
And I think with gifts, you give. It's like it can mean anything. It's empty promises. Like, you know, somebody have a fight, and especially sometimes, and a lot of times in abusive relationships, someone may have a fight and they getting, you know, hit on. It's like, I'm sorry, babe, and that's a gift, you know. And so with quality time, it's different. I think it's more meaningful because it's something that is precious, you know.
But who are we to get, you know what I'm saying? Who are we to say that? You know what I'm saying? Because
yes, I'm just saying the influence. I think it's more influence. I'm not saying it's wrong by all means. I'm just saying it's more influenced by.
But I would love gifts. I would love
music.
I would love all those things.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's where the camera unknowingly cut off and I lost content. However, I expressed that it is time for more Black love stories. Those that are produced with quality and non-traumatic storylines. And then we went into the photograph, and we loved the photograph. It was unadulterated, smooth and non-forced, and very quiet with many hidden jewels. I went on to ask the question, can a long-distance relationship survive? Lillian said yes, so long as trust is there. I expressed that I too believe that a long-distance relationship could survive with the right person. Someone who is honest, intentional, and sincere. Because the opposite of that is a person who is living a double life, which can abruptly be ended with one phone call from the other person. How do I know? Because it happened to me.
So I have a friend who lives out of town, and when he comes to Charlotte, he stays the night over my house. He is really like one of the closest friends that I have, and he has a whole family. And it's just like the fact that she allows him to be able to, you know, she trusts him so much that he's able to do that, and he's getting stuff done for his career. That is so dope. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I would want to have that kind of relationship with my spouse, you know, not jeopardize what we have. And I think more relationships should be like that, instead of, oh, but you know what that looks like, you don't know what that looks like. Okay, that's your ego. Chill, everyone's cool, you know.
Right.
So less ego, more love.
Okay. Absolutely. Going back to the hookup culture, right? So how to survive a hookup culture, how to survive in the hookup culture. I have like 6 things. So I just want you to tell me if you agree or not, and if you can give me advice to add onto this list, okay? So number 1, don't drunk dial. 2, if a guy says he doesn't want a relationship, take him at face value and get out. 3, never go home with a guy on a first date. 4, don't try to convince yourself that you're okay with casual. 5, pay attention to the signs. And 6, stay strong in the knowledge that you're worth it. So any other advice to add on to this, or do you agree or disagree?
I think it all goes into one thing: be true to yourself. If you stay true to yourself, then it will eliminate all of those. I like to focus on what I can do. And what I can do is stay true to myself. If I'm true to myself, then I know that you can feel it. Your intuition tells you if someone is for you or isn't for you.
Absolutely.
And then if you can feel it and you go along with things, you cut it off when you see a red sign. You cut it off when it doesn't serve you anymore. And I mean, I feel like you can still go home with somebody on the first night. And that might be a night that you guys just chill and kick it. You know, and you meet the real person that you're supposed to meet. Yeah, be yourself and love. I've come to the conclusion that I'm a lover, and I love to love. I love to cuddle. I love to be in someone's presence. I love to share my energy. I love to share my time. As soon as a person shows me that they don't want to do that and they can't share theirs, or they are taking me for granted, I cut it off. Okay,
so that goes to number 5, pay attention to the signs. And 6, stay strong in the knowledge that you're worth it. and not try to convince yourself that, you know, you're okay with.
Right, because I mean, at sometimes there's a part of me that wants to hook up, but to think that you're not gonna lose energy sometimes when you know, that's why I don't understand why some people can't do long distance relationships, because they want to have sex all the time. But to me, you're not focused when you're just smashing, when you're just having sex and being intimate with people. It kind of takes away, like Cam Newton. I know he said that he had stopped having sex before some games. Nikola Tesla, he wasn't active, and he put all of that energy into the inventions that he put his inventions into, or his time into his inventions or whatever. And then when you're getting prepared for something, you stay away from those kinds of things, because it really does. Just think about it. When you're having sex, right, and you're done, it's just like everything sucks out of you. You're drained. You're like, wow, that was good, and you're just there. It's just something out of you. But then think about the time before it led to that. It's like pop. Right. You know what I'm saying? So long distance is great.
Okay.
I just need to find a great long distance friend.
All right, so last question. All right, so everyone talks about the Sierra prayer, right?
Oh my God, yeah. Somebody, me and the girl was talking in our inboxes, and we were talking about the Sierra prayer. I need to get that Sierra prayer. Okay. So what is your prayer and affirmation for your future when it comes to love? Wow, you want to know what's so weird? And I have my book because I'm going to sit in my car and do it. But I was thinking, and I'm still thinking about what it is that I want to write. Because I've written things that I wanted in a partner, but I want to be sure. And there are some physical things that I like, and there are some spiritual and emotional things that I'd like. On the list, high on the list, what I affirm? That a person is vulnerable, right along with me, doesn't take my vulnerability for granted, won't throw it back in my face, protects my vulnerability, protects my truth, the things that I share with them, that they love themselves and they value themselves, and that they love my sons and value my sons. That they can help me go to another level. Right. Because I think in the past I just kind of thought, like, okay, well, I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. Nah. I actually, being truthful to myself, I'm a hard worker, but I need somebody who's on a whole nother level than I am to teach me. I would love for him to teach me things, because I know a lot. I try to research a lot, but I don't know everything. Right. but I want somebody who can help me evolve into a better woman.
Absolutely. Yeah. So.
And some more things with that, but I don't think I want to expose all those things.
Yeah.
Those are amongst the top.
All right. Thank you. All right, so I'll like clear intentions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. What are clear intentions? That's what I need. Yeah. Clear intentions.
So I like clear intentions. Tell me how you feel. Spell out what you want. Be open. Be honest. Be open and honest. Be transparent. Yes. So I don't have time to play guessing games regarding someone's goal for me or how they feel about me. Respect me enough to keep it real, and so I can make informed decisions. So going back back to what you were saying, making informed decisions, being honest with the other person so they can make informed decisions to say, they want to proceed with whatever it is, you want to go out to eat, okay, what are your intentions, what are your expectations, because I don't want at the end of the day, I don't want you calling me out of my name, because I'm just thinking we're just going to have a nice conversation, some good food, but you want something else. So now I'm the bad guy or woman, so make it clear and so that you're not wasting someone's time, because I think, especially if you are an old soul, you have that residue of your grandparents' love and, the courting thing, and when you have someone... Let's not make
any mistake. We have some older people who are trash.
Absolutely.
They have families across the street taking care of 2 families.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, let's not forget. We have some busters. We need to stop banging on the new culture and realize that, there's some toxicities and different things that were back then. Now we'll say, back then, at least they was taking care of 2 families across the street from each other,
Yeah, absolutely. But when you have an old soul...
Was that the Sierra Prayer?
No, this is not the Sierra Prayer.
I was going to say, read the Sierra Prayer.
No.
What is that?
This is what I expressed just now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what her prayer is or was.
I should look it up.
Okay. All right, so that's about it, So again, when I talked about more things, more positivity when it comes to Black love in media, I am appreciative of the photograph. It was, man.
I do want to see more Black movies. After I watched it, I said, I want to see more Black love stories.
That is of quality.
I posted that on my Facebook. More Black rom-coms that are quality.
That's quality, and I appreciate Issa Rae for that, and Will Packer and everyone else who was involved in making that film. Also, shout out to Cherish Today, which is another, I think it's a television series owned by Ava DuVernay. Okay, so Cherish Today is a chronicles the stirring relationship of one couple with each episode spanning in a single day. The narrative will unfold to reveal significant moments in a relationship that compel us to hold true to ones we love, from the extraordinary to the everyday.
I hadn't heard of it, but I want to hear. And I know Zoe Kravitz is in something. Hers premiered Valentine's Day. I can't remember what the show is called, but it's on Netflix or Hulu. I think it's on Hulu.
Yeah. That's like hidden gems.
I need Black rom-coms. I need more
quality.
Of quality. Yeah, of quality.
Yeah. All right, so last thing, when it comes to love and relationships and the photograph and everything that we discussed, ghosting and catfishing. All right. So ghosting and catfishing is part of the hookup culture. It's toxic and wrong, flat out. So in recent time, being petty was once, unfortunately, a moral, lethal fad that was praised and encouraged by people and persons more so of young society in America. But please, once and for all, let's forever terminate this behavior of the past or morph into barriers of unconditional love and light. Okay, so with that said, thank you, Cece.
Yeah. Do away with ghosting. I don't think people are going to do away with ghosting because people don't know how to take. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. People can't handle the truth. It's very hard to, give people the truth. Somebody asked me about their music the other day, and I said it's not my cup of tea. It was just like, oh, well, I want to make something that's your cup of tea. Everybody's not going to like your music, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to like you. Or people's like, oh, like I asked someone about using their car for a video, and then it went from that to we should go out on a date. It's like, whoa, like if you want to take me on a date, like should have asked me that already. But I was like, hey, we can go as friends. Like we can just be cool. I don't know. Gotta keep it real within the field.
Well, I think although it may be tough for people to handle the truth, it's still something that is important that it needs to be done. So I still want to do away with the ghosting and catfishing.
Yeah, I don't want to catfish. I don't want to ghost either.
Yeah. So with that being said, take care of yourself and each other. Remember to put one foot in front of the other and keep moving and evolving. Much love and respect. Peace out.